Generally, when people think about beauty, they normally would think of your outward appearance or specifically a model, someone that you can look up to. But when I think about beauty, I think not only about your outward appearance, but your inner beauty. Normally, when a person serves, you can see if they're doing it from the heart or if they're doing it because they are trying to please someone or because someone is forcing them to do it. So I think that is something that is beautiful if you can view someone doing an action and you can see that it's actually coming from the heart. You can see they are putting their all into it. And so I think that kind of ties together what beauty means to me. Personally, as a young child growing up, I struggled with my appearance. I, believe it or not, had doubts and didn't think that I was beautiful compared to other persons that I would have been around, specifically in school. I always had an issue with my nose and my hair. Those were my two main insecurities. And I remember in in junior high school and some parts of senior high school, there was this guy who always teased me about my nose, and I still know him to this day. And we still do work together occasionally, but I'm not sure if he actually knows the extent to which his teasing affected me. But whenever he would see me in school, he would go, "Look at the size of that thing!" And everyone would laugh, and I would kind of laugh too, just to make it seem like it didn't bother me, but in actuality, it did. And I don't think I really told my parents about it or anything like that, or how it affected me. But my nose has always been an issue for me, as in it's so huge. But in addition to that, my hair. I always had short hair, well, picky hair. That's what we Bahamians call it. I've always had picky hair growing up, and though weave was not my thing, to this day I don't really like wearing weave, but I always wanted long hair. I didn't want the extensions, but I wanted to have my own naturally grown hair. And growing up, again in school, used to be teased because of my hair, and that kind of affected me as well. And again, I tried not to bring it up or try to suppress it and kind of deal with it. So my parents always said that you were beautiful, all of that stuff. They said the things that I needed to hear. And I know that there are many girls out there who don't hear these things, and so they have to deal with it on their own without no reassurance or no encouragement to know that you were beautiful. But there was still times where, though I was getting the good reinforcements and encouraging words, there was still times where I didn't feel beautiful. Looking in the mirror at myself, looking at my flaws, looking at myself outwardly, I kind of, it's like, okay, this is me. I can't change me. I've always, as a young person, always used to try and do stuff to my nose, like pull it and try to make it smaller or something, but it didn't work, obviously. Still here, and I love it. My nose makes me unique. My hair makes me unique. And speaking of hair, I came across a photo of myself when I was much younger. This is a photo of me as a young girl. My head bald, and that really broke my heart at that time. But when I look back at that photo and look at myself now, I don't think at that age I wasn't as confident in myself as I am now. And when I compare the images, I see where I am practically still the same. Physically, looking at myself, I can see where nothing has changed. And so I know there are a lot of people out there who at a young age try so much things to change themselves, the bleaching and the extensions and all of that extra stuff to add on to try to make themselves beautiful. But again, as I stated earlier, beauty doesn't, you can't define beauty simply by outward appearance. Beauty, it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. And to all the young girls out there who may be struggling with accepting yourself based on your outward appearance, I just want to challenge you today. Take a minute and go in the mirror, look in the mirror at yourself. Not just your outward appearance, but I want you to look deep down inside and realize that you're not just your outward appearance. You're more than that. You are also your inward appearance. And once you discover your inward appearance, you will come to the realization that your outer beauty is only an addition to what you already are inside. So I just want you to be encouraged and know that you are wonderfully, fearfully made by God.